Hey everybody, and welcome back to John Plays Games for the first time in forever. We are done with Christmas, we're into 2016. It is time to get back to playing Star Fox, and I thought that a good place to start the new year would be with something a little bit special, and that is Star Fox 2, the unreleased SNES sequel to the original Star Fox. I should start by noting that I am playing this, of course, on an emulator, because there are no official releases of this game available to the public. But there is a very public, kind of done version of it that's very easily available online to play. It's an unfinished ROM that was finished up by fans, and is essentially the best representation of Star Fox 2 that we have. That being said, being that A, it was finished up by fans, and B, that I am playing it via an emulator, this may not completely represent exactly what Star Fox 2 was meant to be or is, because we know that somewhere in the deep, dark depths of Nintendo there are finished copies of this game. This is as close as we can get to Star Fox 2 for right now. That was a horrible way of phrasing that. But should Nintendo ever actually release this game, you can be sure that I would be the first person in line to buy it, download it. I would wait in line at my Wii U to download it. That's where I'm at with this game. Anyway, let's start. Tonight I'm just going to be playing on normal mode, because I'm pretty sure that I can just play through that and beat it. Be a good way to show you guys how the game works. So without further ado, Star Fox 2. And here we are, in the opening cutscene. I went back. I was in the menu, but I went back, because I wanted you guys to see the very cinematic opening of this game. One of the great things this game does is it takes the 3D graphics that they started on Star Fox for the Super Nintendo and really pushes them into full 3D environments. As you'll see, this game is what we Star Fox fans refer to as all-range mode. It's full degrees of movement, 3D flight, and is a much deeper game than the original Star Fox was. Star Fox, as it exists on the Super Nintendo, is a very arcadey game. This game has a lot more strategy elements. A lot of those would later show up in Star Fox Command, and of course the walker that we've seen in Star Fox Zero is taken directly from this game as well. So, here we go. Mission. Normal. Alright. I have returned to take my revenge. Cornerian scum. You will soon bow before me. That's Andros, obviously, if you didn't pick up on the subtlety there. So here we have the Lilas system. We're down at the bottom in the very first incarnation of the Great Fox. Star Fox, we have an emergency. What button do I push? B, okay. Andros is still alive, and he's launched an attack against Corneria. Enemy forces have sorted from Andros's motherships, and carriers are heading toward Corneria. I'm like somewhere between Nixon and Admiral Akbar for his voice. I'm not really sure what's going on. They've also built bases on several planets, and are firing IPBMs at Corneria. Your help is crucial. Corneria can take some hits, but with excessive damage, we will fall. Protect Corneria and wipe out Andros' army. We are counting on you, Star Fox. Good rock. I feel like that was a pretty darn good Pepper voice, if I used to say myself. So one of the cool things we get to do, we can choose our characters, and the different characters have different stats. Obviously here, we have Fox, Falco, Peppy, Slippy, and then Miu and Faye are two new characters that were added for this game and would never be seen again. Though, are they in Star Fox Command? I don't remember. We might get to them. But yeah. So, we gotta start Fox. Easy first pick is who I'm gonna go with. But then the other characters, as weird as this is, Slippy's actually a really good character in this. Peppy and Slippy are both really good because they both drive what are essentially tanks. We're gonna go with Slippy just to witness some of the marvelous alternate color schemes for the ship. Yeah. And then we see our ships take off in a very Battlestar Galactica-esque way. And it's like, it's great. One of the things you'll notice if you're into like 3D modeling and early 3D graphics is that this game, as opposed to the first one, features a lot more texture work. The first game was pretty much just blank polygons. This one does, on occasion, feature textures. Liberate the planets of the Lilat system. You can change your partner if you press select. The mothership can warp to planets that don't have enemy bases. Okay, so we can freely move around the map. We can click a spot and go there. So we need to save these occupied planets. And this is our ship. We can go back there to repair. This is a satellite that will shoot down some incoming enemies. We also have enemy battleships, and finally back here we have Andross's base. So, to start off with, we're going to go over here, and let's take down this missile real quick, actually, because that's probably the most immediate threat. Now to see if I can remember how to actually play this game. So one of the things that's interesting about this game is that while you're doing this, the enemy is still coming towards Corneria. So you don't actually, like, you want to finish these missions as fast as you possibly can, because while I'm doing this, like, stuff is still happening, and there's still a definite threat that I need to deal with. And if you take too long in a mission, it's easy for a missile to sneak in and hit Corneria, and then you're screwed. So one of the things that really comes into play in the harder difficulties is that everything moves a lot faster, and there's a lot more stuff going on. The enemy is way more aggressive. Let's go take out this battleship, because they're cool. Here, this is a screen that's obviously very similar to something you'd see in Star Fox Command, telling me what I need to destroy to win, which obviously in this case is the battleship. So here we get, it feels like a rail line, but we can actually go wherever we want. But we need to get to that battleship, and we don't want to waste too much time, because obviously things are attacking Corneria. But we're on normal difficulty, so we're reasonably safe. I say that, and then we will definitely lose. This game does the controls, because it doesn't always revert you back to your like forward position like the original Star Fox does. The controls feel a little bit weird. It's like Star Fox, but without power steering. So like once you move the crosshair somewhere, it just kind of stays there indefinitely until you go and get it again. But it is cool that all these space levels take advantage of that in the cockpit view that you had in the original Star Fox that I love so very much. So now we're going into the ship. Once again, something that's pretty cool. So here, this feels like original Star Fox, right? Everything's fine. But then, at a moment's notice, we can just transform. And we're a walker now. And it's Star Fox Zero all of a sudden, and it's awesome. And it controls really well, actually. You use the D-pad to move forward and back, and then strafe left and right. Use the L and R buttons to turn, and then obviously still the B button to shoot. And it plays really well. And now we're just free roaming around this totally 3D environment on the SNES. Well, on an emulator right now, but theoretically on a SNES, and it's really impressive. That's the cool thing about this game, is that it is, the only reason this game was canceled was so that they could concentrate on the N64, so that people didn't get confused. Nintendo didn't want people to think of the Super Nintendo as being a 3D system. They wanted that to be what the N64 did. And so they pulled games like Star Fox at the last second, just so that they could, alter the public perception of the N64, make it more obvious what that was. I just killed that boss, by the way, which was very similar to the boss of Corneria on the Star Fox Zero E3 demo. The homages are everywhere already. So yeah, they canceled this game just because they didn't want people having that conflict of like, wait, what's so special about this? Isn't it just like this? And it's like, no, this one's 2D, this one's 3D. It's very easy for people to understand, so they got rid of games like this. But that being said, that's why this game it's almost done. It's really good. Like that's the thing. It's not like it's some canceled game that was canceled because it wasn't good. This is a great Star Fox game that was canceled purely for marketing reasons, and it's a real shame that Nintendo never went back and re-released it. I was kind of hoping when the Wii Virtual Console came out that Nintendo would release it on there. But they never really did anything with like the Super Effects games. I'm not sure if they had trouble with... Oh, an enemy actually escaped because I was talking. I'm not sure if they had trouble with emulation on those, though it doesn't seem that hard. But it's a real shame that we didn't get to play it and still haven't in a publicly available way. That being said, the ROM is very, very available, but it's not like the official Nintendo finished ROM, so it's not quite the same. I would love to see the actual Nintendo version of this game. So as you just saw there, an enemy escaped because I didn't catch up to him fast enough, and then I had to go back and count him. This guy's about to launch a missile. He's going to anyway. I just got there, but he's going to launch a missile while I'm here. Oh, Wolf was there. I didn't even... Oh, no, it's Leon. Okay. That's far enough. I didn't read what he said. This game was also the introduction, or it would have been the introduction of the Star Wolf team, but then they were carried on into Star Fox 64. Along with the Wolfen, of course, which is an awesome ship. And these guys are cool. Oh, I got him. Because the Wolfen even looks like it does in the N64, which is really cool. But they're awesome because they, even here, they feel like they're very much like your ship. They can do barrel rolls, and they can charge their laser and deflect things, and that's really cool. It's a cool boss to just fight out in open space, which at the time was a pretty cool concept. Okay, so here we need to hit 3 switches to get to the entrance to this base that's on this planet, and then we can defeat the boss inside the base, and we can liberate the planet. Once again, a way deeper game than the original Star Fox. I don't know if that thing's even an enemy. I'm just shooting at it frantically. I'm going to step on this button. I'm glad General Pepper is now telling me how to control this thing, even though, oh, this is not where I need to be. Oh, jeez. Giant, almost Andros head just crushed me. But if you guys watched my play of X on Game Boy, you'll notice a lot of similarities between how this looks and X. Get on there. So yeah, this game, I mean, it has like some light Zelda-esque puzzle solving as far as like flipping switches and opening doors, and it's way beyond, way beyond the original Star Fox. Also, I adore the way this thing walks. Okay, we're good. Backgrounds remind me of the original F-Zero. Hit that switch. Okay, and now that thing hits, and then the thing goes up, and then we go inside. Isn't it? It's genius. It's genius. Look at the texture work. Oh, it's beautiful. It looks so real. Okay, in we go. And, oh, and at any time, even when we're out here, we can just be like, I want to be an R-Wing now, and then we can just fly around. Freely flying around as an R-Wing. Let's go in this base. Alright. What awaits us in this pit of villainy? I've seen... Ooh, I want that. It's a pepper coin. I'm not sure what the exchange rate is on pepper coins, but it's got to be good. They're like as big as a spaceship, so you'd think they'd be worth something. All right, we are in a... Oh, I've got something on radar. Let's find it. Oh, Jesus. Okay, it's a giant tank. And get it. Just strafe alongside it and just own it. Oh, it's fast. Jeez. Oh, we got it. I was going to say we could try hunting it down in our R-Wing because we might be a little faster that way, but we got it. Everything's fine. Let's get this health.
Special weapon.
Ooh, it's a special weapon, apparently. It looks like a heart. Could have fooled me, game. Alright, what do we got in here? Oh no, it's a doodad. Shoot it in the doodad before you get too many donuts to the face. On normal mode, like, none of the bosses take any hits. That's the interesting thing about kind of the way this game works, even on the harder modes. The bosses themselves are generally pretty easy. It's just the time that it takes you to get to them that's the problem. And kind of prioritizing your time between fighting the enemies in space, shooting down missiles, dealing with carriers, and liberating planets. Because you can't win until you've liberated all the planets. And in the harder difficulties, Andros will even come in and retake planets that you have previously liberated. Alright. Oh, he's sending in the dragon thingy. This thing is straight up in Star Fox Command, by the way. Alright, so now we've got that dragon thing. We might as well... Actually, we're going to take out this, this missile first. Gotta go fast with these. They can easily... Oh, no! It's Pigmadangar! Andros paid good cash for such an easy job. That's not what Pigma sounds like. But, I am not interested in trying to actually do a Pigma voice. At some point, I guess I should actually play as Slippy so that you guys can see him. I'm gonna take out the missile first. And then I'll take out Pigma. Sorry, I'm talking about, like, several billion different things at once right now. Missile, got it. Okay, Pigma's behind me and trying to kill me. As usual. Die. And I think if you push select while you're in space, yeah, you can actually go into a third-person view. And you get a crosshair, which is a new addition that wasn't in the original Star Fox, but is in this one. Oh, I didn't get him yet. I should probably use a charge shot on him. Get behind him here. Are you dead yet? No, you're not. Cha! Gotcha. Beaten by these punks, I've gotten rusty. In this game, I would just picture Pigma having, you know, a deeper, more threatening voice than he does in every other game. I guess he has a reasonably deep voice in Assault. But that's a very different Pigma. Okay, let's go take out the dragon monster. Oh no. Mirage Dragon. You'll also notice, if you're very astute, an increase in the polygon count on the R-Wing. Because, you know, it just increases in the quality of the engine, I guess. Probably because I don't have to render the ground. Okay, I'm going back to the first-person view because I feel like it's easier. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. He's using his hyper beam. Oh, I should just use my charge. Pew! Got him. The answer was a charge the whole time. I should have known better. Alright. Dragon destroyed. This base is about to launch things at us, so let's go take that. Well, I guess it'll... Actually, we should wait. Let's just wait and... Ooh, let's switch to Slippy. Okay, and then we'll go take out this missile. Oh, there's a satellite just shot down a guy, so now you saw what that did. Good job, satellite. Good teaching moment there. Okay, so Slippy's actually... I find that Slippy's a good person to take down on planets because he can take a lot of hits. So, especially on some of the harder difficulties, he's good for dealing with some of the tougher kind of bases where there's just a lot of enemies in there to avoid. Get it. Go faster. You can boost. I am boosting, Fox. It's weird to be Slippy and have Fox annoy you. Oh, how the tables have turned. Got it. Alright. So now we've got a couple choices. We can go take out these fighters, or we can go head for Canary and ready the planet cannon. What you say, Andros? Oh, okay, the big ships are moving now, so we should probably take out this battleship. He's probably the biggest threat right now. Gonna go deal with him. And we're still Slippy. Okay, I got it. I think I know what to shoot at. The only big enemy on the screen. Oh no, things to dodge. This might actually be easier in third person. Okay, we're good. We're good so far. Oh, now they're enemies too. That's gonna go well. Oh jeez. I feel like I ran right into that, but the game was forgiving. I ran into that one, but I felt like I dodged that one. I don't know. You just never know. But yeah, once again, when you're in third person, that the power steering thing that I was talking about earlier becomes even more evident. Because it feels like it should control like the original Star Fox, and it just doesn't. Ultimately, you're much more free. Like, I mean, you can dodge stuff by just straight up, just completely turning to the left and going around it. You don't have to fly in a straight line. But it feels weird, and it takes your brain a while to adjust to the fact that it's not playing like the Star Fox that it thinks you're playing. Enemies! I miss them all. Oh, no. Okay, we got him. We got one enemy down. These levels have a good sense of scale as far as, like, flying up to this thing. It reminds me of, the Armada level in the original Star Fox, where you have to fly up to that giant ship and then shoot the thing that spins, and there's the things on the wall that are like, bzzz, and it goes, and then you fly out of the explosion. It reminds me of that. Pretty much because it's the same basic idea. Okay. Huh. Huh. Peppercoin. Get it? There we go. Let's transform. Back into the ship. Kill this thing. And yeah, you can stay the ship for this entire thing. You just have to be ready to navigate some pretty tight spaces. Was I supposed to shoot that door? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I've made a horrible mistake. Okay. Now we're good. Luckily, we're Slippy, so we have, like, a really tough ship, and if I happen to run into some doors that I thought were automatic, you know, it's not a huge deal. It's not going to ruin anybody's day. And look at that, we already got our shield back. So apparently, that's the shield, and the heart is, something else. Probably a bomb. No one knows for sure. Okay. Do you guys think I can do this one while flying? That'll be tough, but let's try it. Just for funsies. If we go out a ways, then we should be able to just loop back around. Free roam in 3D! Boom, 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 boom. Yeah! Okay, now if we just go around the other way. Luckily, your ship is, somewhat slow while you're inside of the ships. Or the bases. There we go. I got it. I got it by running into it. It was sort of an Independence Day type finish, but without me dying. So that's good. If you guys haven't seen it, we have a video on this channel where it compares footage from Star Fox 2 with footage from Star Fox Zero at E3, and it really shows up, like, even like the layouts of a lot of the cinematics and things, they line up perfectly between the two games. The timing of the Walker transformation, like, it's all spot on. Getting in my way again? I am. I'm gonna go take this guy out real quick. Oh, and he shot that down anyway, so, like, not even a problem for me. Alright. Target. Switch unknown. We're just gonna have to start blowing stuff up. There's no other way to deal with it. I see that as the only logical way to deal with this. Look at all that geometry. It's got like a road, an underpass. It's like a whole civilization. This is an open world adventure. Twin blasters? Woo! Okay. I'm going to assume that that's what I should shoot at, because it's the only thing that's highlighted right now. There's it's a giant spider. Here we go. Oh, and he dropped the switch. Let's go step on it. Yay! Alright, and with that, we enter the base. Let's go. Is this the side with the door? Yes, it is. Okay. When you're playing on normal, you can fly around pretty leisurely. If you're playing on like the hard or expert modes, you really have to just be constantly boosting on these levels to get through them. I've seen a lot of people play where they don't even transform into the walker. They just stay the R-Wing the whole time and are flying super fast through all of these. Because really, it's hard to keep up with the enemies, because there's like one of you and there's an entire army of enemies. Very realistic, Star Fox. The odds are stacked against you. Who's shooting at me? Is it you? Don't you hide from me. I saw you shooting at me. It's time to just admit it. You shot at me. There we go. Okay, you're dead. Let's go through here and have not run into that wall. Okay, we are navigating in three-dimensional space. Oh, geez. It's a Beyblade. Ah! It turned the wrong way. Apparently I won. I don't feel like I shot at it. let alone hit it, but I won. Victory is mine. Alright, let's get in here. And it's a doodad. And Cheerios. Okay, we're good. We won. Once again, we claim victory over Andross's evil empire of small squares inside of bases, with which he sought to rule the galaxy. I was about to say Lilat system, but then I also started saying galaxy, and so it was weird. Well done, that ought to stop the missile attacks. Okay, so yeah, once we've taken all the bases and there are no more missile attacks, hey, look at that, there's nobody left. With this, most of Andross's forces have been decimated. We've got him right where we want him. Oh, I had like a throat thing and a cold thing all during Christmas, and my voice hasn't recovered enough to do a good General Pepper voice. I apologize for lacking the immersion experience that you were probably expecting. Also, hey look, wolf. Rats, time for punishment. Okay. Oh no, we're Slippy. Detestable bucks. That's okay, Slippy. This is your moment. This is your moment to shine. It's Slippy on wolf. I'm sure there's no possibility that you would ever die. It's on normal mode, Slippy. You can do this. You got this. You got this. He's nothing. His ship seems huge. Alright, let's do a little walk-on. How's that, Wolf? You like that? Yeah, time to end our rivalry. You want to be friends, Wolf? That'd be fine. As Slippy, I fully approve of such things. You can use boost. I know, Fox. Leave me alone. You'd think, after all the advice that you're constantly getting, Fox, that you could say more than, like, one thing. I know you know more than that. I will, like, do a barrel roll, or I got one on my tail, or use the boost to get through, or use bombs wisely, or do a loop, or something. Something, Fox. Also, Slippy just bested Wolf. No, Star Fox! I'll pay you back for this. Good job, Slippy. It was finally your moment to shine. You did a great job. Oh, but we just defeated him with Slippy, which means I think we're stuck doing the final mission as Slippy, which is fine. Slippy has a good ship. It's just not very thematically exciting. Oh, here we come. Oh, there's everybody. They were here the whole time. Pew, 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 pew. Alright, Slippy, you got this. It's all up to you. Alright, I have to shoot something. How about that guy? That was a good start. Ow. Oh, I gotta go over here. Okay, we're good, we're good. We're fine. Everything's fine. Ow, it still hit me. Okay. Let's go this way. We're still flying. We're just gonna fly for as long as we can. No turning into the walker for us. Oh, this room looks complicated. Huh. Shoot that guy. Why wouldn't he die? I shot at him with multiple lasers. There's a button. Do I need to land on that button? Probably. Let's kill this guy first, and then we'll land on that button. Yeah, reflected that donut back at you. What you gotta say about it? Okay, ready? Here we go. Landing on the button. Oh my gosh. I did it. And it was perfect. Are you in awe of my skill? My Star Foxian might? You should be. Where's the door? There it is. Alright. Slowly float. There we go. Gaining speed. Okay, running into walls. What is that? Do I need to shoot that? Okay, and... Perfect. Perfect. There's a peppercoin. Get the peppercoin. Why did that thing just stop? Do those stop when I shoot them? That would have been good to know. Because I definitely ran into a lot of those. Back into the ship. Okay. Is this the final hallway? Are we nearing Andross's seat? Nope. Nope, it is not. We are into another series of rooms. Let's go straight across. I'm not sure if we were supposed to turn left there, but that's not a real door. That's just a lie of a door. I think that was an alternate route we could have taken, was through the other way. We're going this way, though, because that definitely looks like a boss door. If e'er I saw a boss door, 'twas this. Alright. Shoot Andross's death machine. Admirable Star Fox. Pow. Watch out for the donuts, Slippy. I know they're tantalizing and moist, but please beware. Avoid donuts. Shoot at the pointy bits. Perfect. His brain cube is exposed. I hope if I'm ever a disembodied brain cube that I have the wisdom to paint pictures of my face on all 6 sides of my magical disembodied brain cube. With that, we just beat Star Fox 2, and you may feel like, oh, that's great. Not really, it was all a lie. We have to go fight Andross's brain cube in the Tunnel of Deceit. Oh no! Impressive, but you die here. Suffer! Okay, we've got an Andross face. Oh, but he could be anywhere. Oh, look at their use of 3D, it's incredible. Shoot him in his eye weaknesses. Boy, I feel like my lasers are really having trouble firing. Frame rate is struggling. There we go. Maybe it was the controller. Die, your face. Where are you? There you are. Die. Don't you shoot your flame thingies at me. Okay, that's one eye. Get the other eye. Oh, he's right there. Get him. Get him. Ow. Okay, and brain cube. Shoot the brain cube. Destroy the brain cube. So everything you have, man, a lot of sides fell off of that brain cube, all with pictures of Andross's face on it. That's impressive. Okay, now we beat Star Fox 2 on normal mode, which is like nothing. That's the mode you're like, oh, is that all that game is? But then you play it on the other modes, and you're like, oh my gosh, this game is so hard and has so much more, and there are a bunch of planets we didn't even go to and didn't see, and so many more adventures to be had in this game. This was just the tip of the iceberg, our introduction to 2016, which will be the year of Star Fox Zero, and kind of our grand intro. Yay! Andross's floating death city that only he lived in is destroyed. Phew! We did it. My heart was pounding too, ribbit. Yay. Do you hear all the dialogue?
What's the mission? Adios, Andor. Let's head back to the area.
Easy. There's so much dialogue to be had. That's like half the cartridge. It's just that dialogue. Alright. And away we go. And here come the credits. Access granted. Alright, and just like in the previous Star Fox, the credits, we get to see a whole array of all the enemies that we fought. What's cool is that if you played on different difficulties, then you'll see different enemies in this part because you'll have fought different enemies, which is awesome. But yeah, that's Star Fox 2. Like I said, we will definitely play more of it because this is really just like this is the Spark Notes version of Star Fox 2. If you play on the harder difficulties, there are levels where you're on it's like Aquas and you're on the surface. I don't know if it's actually Aquas, it might be Fortuna, but you're on the surface, and then if you transform into your walker, you can go down below the water, and there are enemies below the water too, which is for a Super Nintendo game in 3D, that's like most people are just trying to grasp the concept of moving in 3D space, and now you're adding multiple layers of depth to it, and that's pretty incredible. This game does some crazy stuff, and is awesome. So Nintendo, please, release this game in a way that it can be played, because it's really good. And I mean, it's been a while. I understand what made the N64 different. I get it. The marketing scheme is over. Just release this game as its own thing so that people can actually enjoy it. I want to see what changes they made in the final version that aren't even in this. And there's so much I want to see. I always wondered if there would be some form of multiplayer worked into this, because with all how you can select 2 different ships and switch back and forth between them, it always seemed like it was just setting up for some sort of multiplayer possibility that isn't really in it as it exists right now. But I do wonder if that was something that maybe there's multiplayer in the final build. I just want to know, Nintendo. Tell me what happens. Yay, but that's the end. That's the end of the game. So thank you guys very much for watching. And welcome back to Star Wars Let's Plays. Star Wars. Ha! To Star Fox Let's Plays in 2016. And we're going to be doing a lot more. So stay tuned. If you haven't watched all the other ones, there are already complete Let's Plays of the original Star Fox, of Star Fox 64, of Star Fox Assault. There are partial ones that we're working on for Star Fox Command and Star Fox Adventures. Now there's one of Star Fox 2. But like I said, we'll be doing more of this one. Yeah, and we're working all the way up until we get to Star Fox Zero, and then we will play through that. So thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out NintendoWorldReport.com for lots more Nintendo coverage, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Look, I got the best score out of no one. Oh man, got the friggin' C. Oh, it's exciting. Oh. Okay. That was good.